and then the whole apartment caught on fire. Her daughter died in the fire because it was her room. And then I was born. And then, but she had ended up moving to the upstairs apartment above from us. Like two stairs, like two flights, like, not two flights, like, the fire caught in that apartment, but then she moved to the next floor. So, these people they were supposed to be Jehovah Witnesses, but we don't know what they were really. But they will always have, like, all this crazy shit go down. But she lived in an above apartment after her house caught on fire, her apartment caught on fire. She moved up to the next floor, right above her apartment. And then there was like a church that went above our house. So then when my mom moved in, I was like six or seven when we moved into the apartment on 143rd. And then no, it was on 145th. And then I had a friend, like I remember her. Like, I still remember her. She would knock on the door, and I would let her in. And then my mama would I remember my mom always just yell, "Don't play with the door, don't play with the door, don't play with the door." Why you open up the door for her? But it was my friend knocking on the door. And I kind of found out my friend wasn't alive.
So your friend was a ghost.
And it was her daughter. I don't remember her name. All I remember was that Miss Rachel had came down because she loved babysitting me and Devin. She loved me and Devin, and she always loved being around me because she lost her daughter. She had 3 sons, and that was her youngest, and she loved her. And then she was talking about the people below her. She'd be like, "Oh," I remember she would come over and be like, "I don't know what they're doing down there, but it just don't sound right. I hear screaming every night." And my mom would always just say, "Let's say her screaming every night." She hears screaming every night too. Supposed to be Jehovah Witnesses. They were supposed to be Jehovah Witnesses. And then the lady, she claimed to sell Avon. Mm-hmm. So when you sell Avon, you get to have the people come over to your house and you get to sell Avon to them. You could have Avon parties or jewelry parties. But we don't think that's what she was doing because we believed it was a church and they would be having some weird shit go on there. And then, I remember that she was over one day and her and my mom would always make her tea. My mom loved tea. Like, that was her thing. I mean, tea is alright, but my mom liked tea. And then, it's a West Indian, like, back in St. Kitts, they always drink tea with donuts. Listen, that's not me. I don't like tea like that. I could drink tea sometimes, but not really. But, my mom, I remember she invited her downstairs for tea. And then, they would just talk about everything. Every time she would come down, they would talk about everything that's happening in the building, the mice inside of the walls. And my mom was like, "Oh, I need to get out of here because this whole thing with the mice running in the walls, I can't deal with that. And I've never been around that. I don't want to have my kids exposed to that." Like, my mom was her concerns. And she was talking about her concerns. They always plan on moving out. So then I remember